Using the ABC Library, the ABC Clinical Guide to Herbs. The ABC Clinical Guide to Herbs, or the ABC Guide for short, is a science-based, peer-reviewed reference book ABC published in 2003 containing complete therapeutic monographs and clinical study details on 30 of the best-selling herbs in the United States at that time. Most of these herbs are still found in the lists of top-selling herbs or plant-based dietary supplements in the United States. The popularity of this book led ABC to publish it in this searchable online database. The ABC Guide is a benefit of membership at the professional level and above. There is a link to the ABC Guide in the navigation bar on the left side of the website. This will take you to the ABC Guide index page. To access the database, click on the first link on the page, Online Access. The table of contents for the ABC Guide to Herbs will be displayed. If you click on the first item, List of Tables, you'll see a list of links to all tables that appeared throughout the book, such as examples of conventional drugs derived from plants. Back on the table of contents, if you scroll down further, you will find the introduction, which provides information on the history of medicinal herbs in North America, herb safety, standardization, interpreting product labels, as well as information about the book, such as the purpose of the book, potential bias, why the herbs in this book were selected, and a description of the herb chapters. Scrolling further down, you'll see herb chapters, clinical overviews, patient sheets, and single herb monographs with a list of 29 herbs. Let's look at an example herb chapter, Echinacea. At the top, you'll see Download PDF. If you click on Download PDF, you will find the complete herb chapter, including a 2-page clinical overview, a 1-page patient information sheet, and the full monograph. Clinical overviews are intended to provide health professionals, clinicians, and general readers with quick, at-a-glance information on the essential elements of the monographs, such as the most widely used product forms, their primary and other potential uses, and their key safety information. In order to assist both the practitioner and the patient, the clinical overviews have been further distilled into 1-page patient information sheets that are meant to be photocopied and distributed to the patient. The editors have attempted to accurately and responsibly convey the essence of the information provided in the monographs. Now back to the monograph. You'll see that it is broken into sections. The overview section includes a brief background on the herb, geographical origin, historical data, market status, and other relevant background information. The description section provides information on the crude herb material used in commerce and/or parameters for powdered crude material and/or extracts. The uses section is divided into 2 parts, primary uses and other potential uses. Primary uses covers the most common uses of the herb or phytomedicine that are supported by clinical trials and traditional usage. Other potential uses refers to uses supported by small-scale pilot studies or that warrant further investigation. The dosage section provides the recommended amount for effectiveness based on clinical research, authoritative monographs, or other sources. Unlike many herb publications currently available, the editors have gone to considerable lengths to provide various doses correlated to different types of preparations. The duration of administration section usually refers to periods of minimum or maximum use to ensure efficacy and rarely to reduce potential adverse reactions. The chemistry section provides a brief listing of primary chemical constituents, particularly those believed to be related to the herb's known pharmacological activity. The pharmacological actions section provides information on activity of the herb and/or some of its isolated constituents. The Mechanism of Action section provides information related to biochemical processes induced by an herbal preparation. There is also a contraindications section. The contraindications mentioned in this section are derived from various published reviews, official and unofficial monographs, etc. The editors have attempted to provide as much data as they considered clinically relevant, although recent developments in herbal science and pharmacovigilance continue to provide new data after 2003, which will not be found in this monograph. There is an adverse events section as well. The monographs in this publication contain adverse effects documented from the literature, including case reports, clinical studies, and authoritative monographs, often with explanatory data to help frame the clinical significance of the reports. Drug interactions. The interactions noted in these monographs are based on a rational hierarchy of evidence, with usually only those reported in humans being listed. If other interactions are listed that are based on animal or in vitro data, or merely speculation, such levels of evidence are noted. APA Safety Rating. This section provides a safety rating as assigned by the American Herbal Products Association's Botanical Safety Handbook, and in some other cases, some European organizations' assessments are also included. The APA safety classifications were based on data from more than 30 primary references. The regulatory status in the U.S. and other industrialized nations section includes information on how the herbs are regulated in other industrialized nations. The status of these herbs ranges from food to dietary supplement, traditional medicine, non-prescription drug, etc. The clinical review section provides an overview of various clinical studies that are summarized in the table of clinical studies. Comments about specific studies, systematic reviews, and meta-analyses, as well as other relevant observation on clinical trials, are included. The purpose of the tables is to give the reader an at-a-glance view of summaries of many of the published clinical trials on a particular herb. You can see what this looks like by clicking on Clinical Studies on Echinacea. The next section in the monograph is branded products. This is a listing of the commercial products found in the preparation column of the table of clinical studies. It lists the brand name, manufacturer name, city and country, and a brief description of the product or parameters of the herbal extract. References. Complete reference of all citations are included. Since the ABC Clinical Guide to Herbs was published in 2003, the reader is encouraged throughout to access additional newer information on ABC's site via provided links.